This is Samuel Eliacin with LIB Magazine with Knicks legend John Starks. John, we're sitting here honoring the Anthony Mason Foundation and a great Knick. What does this mean to you, being here honoring your former teammate and friend?
Well, it means a lot. You know, it shows the appreciation that people in this community appreciated Anthony for who he was and what type of man he was. And so for them to honor him at the Merrick Academy and dedicate this court to him says a lot. You know what I mean? Now these kids can kind of Google him and you know, YouTube him and whatever social media that they do to find out about people and find out a little bit about his legacy and what he meant to Queens and what he meant to the whole Knicks organization and the type of player he was and the type of man he was.
All right. Now, what is some of the goals here with the foundation that you think you're looking to accomplish here as a going forward?
That's pretty much a question for Junior then. So you know, they talked about starting the foundation, and obviously they just announced that they are doing the foundation, but I think, you know, like everything is about education, about kids. I'm pretty sure that that's what they want to, you know, base the foundation on, and helping families and things of that nature. So I know what Anthony was about. He was about those things. He was about family. He was about, you know, making sure that, you know, people understands about themselves and things of that nature. So I'm pretty sure they're going to have a lot of guys weighing in on which way the foundation should go. But, you know, like everything, you know, we're here to help those two young men who are going to honor their father by doing this foundation. And so for me, being a former player and being a friend of Anthony, I'm here to help.
Good. And now, John, I'd be remiss not to ask, what's going on with John Starks these days? Do you have anything yourself that you're working on that you'd like the world to know that these are what you're doing today?
Well, I work with the Knicks as my full-time job as alumni relations, and so I'm kind of like the face of the organization in the community. And so I deal with a lot of our community events. We're going to speak to kids at school, reading events, dealing with a lot of our sponsors, a lot of in-game stuff that we do during the game. But, you know, I have a couple of businesses outside of that. I have a foundation myself that I started back in '94 to help high school students in the tri-state area once they graduate, to help, you know, fund some of their needs when they go to college. And I've been doing that since '94, so it's going on about 21 years now. So we've been very fortunate and very blessed to be able to help a lot of kids during that stretch. And so, and as well as I have a clothing company called Zipway. It's a technology to transition in and out your pants using zippers instead of buttons. So it's a patent technology that we just received our patent this past year. So we're excited about the future of that and what it's going to do to help the transitional pants world, so to speak. And we feel like that this is going to take over from the snap.
Now, you mentioned Zipway. Is this out now? Is there like a website for it? Can you plug the website?
You go zipwaybrands.com, and you can just Google transition pants, and normally our stuff will come up. We have an NBA license, so we do NBA licensed product.
Okay. And a last question, John. Last night was the draft. You work for the Knicks. I know this is a gray area, but I've got to ask, how did you feel personally when you saw number 4? How did you feel about that?
I felt like everybody else. You know, everybody wanted number 1, or, you know, or at least the top 2. You know what I mean? But number 4 is not bad. You know what I mean? You're still gonna get a solid player at that pick. And there's a lot of guys out there that we're gonna have our options to decide on who we want. And so I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited about getting this year started.
Thank you, John. I'm here with Anthony Mason, his sons. We have here from left to right, we have Antoine and Anthony Mason Jr. And guys, what does it mean to you to be here and honoring your father and his legacy today?
It means everything. It's an honor to just be his son and just to know who he was. And a lot of people didn't know the other side. He was a fun-loving, caring person and a big kid himself. For the gym to be named after for kids after him is kind of fitting.
Now, what with this organization, what do you two want to accomplish going forward?
To reach originally coming from I want to say when I was raised in Memphis, so coming from different communities of seeing individuals and seeing people of success, you know what I'm saying, leave their community and a lot of times not come back. And you see that in our community a lot is the black community, that we don't come back. So my original thought was to come back and being able to speak to the kids and showing them it's a way that, yo, I'm successful, I was sitting in your seat, so it's the ability for you to be successful. So that was my first thought last year, and I kind of organized on what I wanted to do. But with everything happening with the family and the passing of my father, putting his name on top of it was the only thing right to do, you know what I'm saying, to make his legacy live on. And what the program is for is the outreach to kids, whereas what he was great at.
Right.
He always came back to the community, shared stories, shared experiences, would take kids out of the community to see other things and be able to have them go back and probably inspire other individuals around them. So the program is basically like that, and I want to integrate that with basketball and like a skills part. So it'll be a basketball clinic type thing, fitness and nutrition, but I really want to get that interaction of those that are successful, that I have friendships with, and those that, if I reach out to your community, and those that are successful in your community to come in and just interact with the kids and be able to speak.
Thank you.